Hello, Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Back again, man. Morning, take two. I had to do that twice, but that was a lot of energy first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
We've been having technical difficulties. That yesterday, and I don't know what happened with that video. Then it ended up, I downloaded it, man. I stayed up. Well, I guess it ended up being on at 9:30, so it wasn't late when that came on.
It was late.
But I worked for, yeah, man, like 3 hours putting that thing together, and then go in and watching our program or whatever, and come out and
it was listed.
And yeah, and it was live, man. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I tried it, wouldn't let me schedule it, and it was just a real pain in the.
That's a noise, huh?
What the heck are they doing on my road at this early, at this hour? Yeah, that's a bunch of crap right
Sunday
there.
Morning.
Sunday morning, man. It's take it easy day. Well, not for us. Well, Sundays always are. I think, man, we got so much going on. As far as homestead stuff, been working on the front thing, Miss Kitty. We finally, because man, we've been go, and you walk by and it's like, oh man, I need to trim that up. I need to pull those weeds. I need to do this. Well, the path had gotten so overgrown, man. It was like a jungle out there. Yeah. She got out there with her sheep shears and started snipping away. Cleaned up the, can't really tell back here, but man, just been working away, you know. And you try to juggle, and that's kind of what this, I think, video is kind of about, is juggling, building a homestead, and making a living, you know, self-employed living, and try to keep everything, you know, dialed in and in tune, and progression with your business and progression with your homestead. Now I haven't got back to the floor thing there, and then what do? Hey, let's have us a huge sale 10 miles away. What the heck is wrong with us? But it should be good.
Yeah, it'll be great. We need to, because it's a motivator to move some of this stuff.
Yeah, man, it's actually cleaning out, man. It's got, like I said, this whole area right there, man, it's cleared out, and then I got some building right behind it. You can still see the, you can actually go over to Mountain Junkers, and I showed all the stuff over there. What we do when we spread it out like this is we tarp it, you know, put a tarp over it, obviously, at night. If there's a chance of rain, then we pick it up. Yeah. Then we come out here and grab the stuff instead of piling everything in on top of us in the office. We come out and, you know, kind of grab a few things, get them listed. So we're listed away on that, so make sure you check out the eBay. And then back to the homestead maintenance out in our pasture out there. Kevin was just talking about how we talk with our hands so much.
Out there.
How you doing today? But out in our pasture area where we planted those lodgepole pines, you know, usually, man, I mean, we get some pretty good growth out there and always have on the grass, you know, the natural or native grasses and stuff. But this year, with all the rain and the coolness, it's as tall. Well, you can't see the top of this tree, but man, it is. I'll bet you it's, yeah, up to my chest out there, and I have lost my trees.
We did not mark them.
Yeah, and I did not mark that. I don't know what the heck I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's because the grass was low. We were like, oh, I can see it. Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah. So now we got to go out there, man, and walk around real careful.
I don't know if we should walk.
We can do crawl.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch you crawl around.
Examine very carefully.
But we got to go out there. We've got to find out what we put out there, 12 or 15? Mm-hmm. And my concern, my main concern, obviously, is to, you know, clear around the base of it. Them growing in the grass, I actually think the shade and stuff is keeping the moisture good. But that grass, there's so much and it's so heavy that, you know, and like if it rains or whatever and it lays down, it's just going to squish my trees, and I'm going to have a bunch of sideways trees. Then I can do some whimsical stuff with them when they get big. What else were you talking about? We're going to said something to talk about on video today.
I was just saying to give a quick overview of who we are and what we're doing for all of our new viewers. That
Yes, and if you're new to the channel, man, welcome to the
yes,
channel.
welcome. Thank you for coming over. and saying
Coming on
hi.
over. Yeah, we're go ahead, man. Jump on it this time.
Okay. So we moved. We found this piece of land in 2013, and it was a little bit late in the year. We wanted to be working on it in the first of spring, but it didn't happen because we didn't find it. And
Started searching for it in January. We
Yeah.
almost went off a cliff. All kinds of weird
fun stuff.
stuff.
Bought it, signed on it in July, started moving in August, which is a terrible time of the year to move onto a piece of bare land with all of your stuff. And we had adult children come with us too, so it wasn't just two of us. And it was, October when we finally got done moving.
Yeah, because obviously you do watch my videos, man. I got a lot of junk.
Yeah.
And I left a lot of junk.
Yeah, and we live in 4 seasons. Our winters are full-on winters, very unpredictable. We're at the base of an 8,000-foot mountain, so the runoff is
Extreme.
it's serious. And we didn't realize the first spring about that runoff flooding.
Yeah, when I got the
Or
smoking
correct.
deal on this piece of property, man, I did not
Right.
realize that I was buying a lake.
Yeah. And we didn't. We're misers. We're penny pinchers. We didn't move onto here with any kind of egg nest.
Egg nest egg.
Hey, I'm still drinking coffee. I'm glad you brought that up.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we
man.
basically live day to day. We pay for the homestead with eBay. Okay, your turn to talk.
No, go. You're doing good.
You're making me talk first thing in the morning. What I call it?
Egg nest. I don't know what that is. Okay, so yes.
Well, you're totally
Okay,
making me
no, so we ended up actually, our last load up, man, like I said, I ended up leaving. Man, we ran our Ford, the Beast out there, into the ground. Man, I was actually pulling a semi-trailer behind that thing, and I hauled the vagabond and everything. But the last load up, man, we were tapped, man. I had to borrow $100
in fuel.
just to get the last load up here. And then made some phone calls, and told people, dude, man, go over there and grab whatever. Man, I left so much stuff. So continue, you were doing
So
good.
we had a 5-year plan, and when you're doing something like this, you have to be flexible. I mean, yeah, we were pretty bummed that we didn't make our 5-year plan at the time, but
Yeah, but in that
we're
5
happy
years
with
it
where we're at.
changed.
Oh,
Yeah, it
huge,
changed,
yeah.
yeah.
We're really happy with where we're at right now.
Every year, man, if you're doing this or you're thinking about doing this, you're not going to be able to write it down in a book and keep, right on
Right.
track.
In 12 months, we're going to be at this point.
Yeah.
In 24 months,
Especially when you come springtime, and you got, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, man. To keep on schedule, I'm going to do this. Wait, there's 2 foot of water out there. I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, no matter what piece of property, what you buy, what got you on this is somebody asking. They came
Yeah.
over from Doug and Stacy's.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
and they were asking about our winters because
Our winters, yeah.
they're working on doing something similar in Maine where there's winters and they're 100% off grid. We're not 100% off grid.
No, we're semi.
Yeah.
I mean, and then we get on that thing. We go back on our videos. We talk about the grid or off the grid. And everybody thinks it's just the power. Dude, there's so much more to off grid than just turning off the power.
Right.
And
and in our situation, this piece of land had a power pole. It had 2 wells, septic, and a power pole.
And it was a smoking deal. Well,
Yes.
until I found out it was probably
Yeah.
still smoking.
Yeah,
Smoking deal.
our power bill last month was $20. The highest power bill that we ever have is $50. We don't use a lot of power. We do have
Well,
it.
my equipment, and then actually my knives. My knives. Up to this point, my knives made the payments on our
Absolutely,
knives. I don't
yes.
mean
Right.
do them together, but the knives paid for this place. This place is over half. We got 4 more years. This place is half paid off, and those knives that I ended up. I could have made them, but they would have been it wouldn't have been.
Well, they turned out to
Yeah,
be.
definitely not the paring knives and the wood carving knives would not have turned out like they did because I use Delta sanders and stuff like
Right.
that. But so the power. I mean, we true believers, everything happens for a reason, and that is, Miss Kitty pushed me to get this. This was not where I planned on. It was neither one of us, really. I mean, we were looking at the pine trees.
Right.
We were going to be on the mountain instead of at the base of the mountain. And, man, I love this place.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that we would have had to do differently had we been on the mountain. Number one, internet. That's how we pay for this place, is the internet on eBay.
Yep. And even like out
no
at Katie Joe's, our daughters, what we're going to do, yard sale and all that, they have internet, but, man, it is horrible, man. The local company up here is
not dependable.
Man, we had a run-in with them. I won't even get into that. I've talked about it. You can go in the videos, man. Freaking, I wanted to knock the guy in the head and drag him in a hole.
Yeah, they have the highest speed possible on DSL phone line. Our kids do out there. And you can't even stream Netflix.
Yeah, you can't even stream a movie, man. We're out there trying to watch a movie. You just got to stop and wait. And then the other thing with this, the Homestead, man, the creek bottom, is where they're at. It'd be so much farther round trip to the post office too, because I mean we can make a run to the post office and be back within an hour, and so it's so much better than it just everything happens for a reason. Man. That's why we ended up, not saying that we might not get our cabin. Still in the plans, man. Is obviously money's always a thing, but we're still gonna have us a cabin with no internet stuff, man. And I'd like to cut, when we come down here, work and stuff, and then we go retreat up into a little off-grid cabin up in the hills, part of the week or whatever. So we'll see what comes. We kind of everything happens for a reason. Man. We just kind of ride it along.
Yeah. So he built us a really nice shelter. We have a 1949 vagabond camp trailer that we put a snow shelter over. We call that the cabin. With a wood stove in there, and that's our home.
We're putting a new wood stove in there.
And as far as homesteading activities in the past 6 years, we beat our butts up here trying to grow gardens. We took this year off. We just needed a break. We're able to produce small amounts of vegetables at this time because we don't have a greenhouse.
We eat a lot of wild edibles that we don't, that's something. We'll show more as we go along.
Yeah. So, and along with that, the traditional homesteading activities of gardening and canning, we don't have enough space to store canned goods through the wintertime. So we don't do any canning, we do dry. We dry everything that we can because that way it's...
So we have the little hanging racks, the
solar dehydrators.
Yeah. And then eventually, that's another thing I want to build is the stand-up solar.
Yeah. I string a lot of stuff, I hang a lot of stuff. With the power, I do have a dehydrator if I'm trying to do, like, say, prunes or apricots, things that are really mushy that require a little bit more heat. So that's part of our homesteading activity. And I wanted to touch, too, on farm animals. At this point, we have one chicken, and she's 100% free range. We don't even put her up at night because she is...
Her name's Lucky.
Her name is Lucky.
It was midnight till all the rest of them were killed
when
off.
we moved here, we came with a sow that we were going to breed, 27 chickens, and 8 turkeys?
6 turkeys.
6 turkeys.
And 2 goats.
And 2 goats.
Yep.
And sorry to say, Lucky is the only one that has made it. The sow, we chose to put her up in the freezer the first winter because we didn't have enough time.
Set up,
we didn't have enough time to build a shelter for her. We could make a makeshift one, but that wasn't sufficient enough to keep her safe through the winter time. So we went ahead.
That's good, because the dang bear probably did.
So we had foxes and bears.
And we did, I did everything.
Everything that we could.
Everything.
And then, of course,
I guess I did everything other than, because I'm free range, and I grew up with chickens, and they free range. They ran around the farm, all that stuff. And the thing about free range, and at least on my creek bottom, is them dang foxes and bears and cougars and all that hang in the creek bottom and just wait for those chickens to make the mistake to go on down and get them some water or something, and then they nail them, man. That's where they got 27 chickens down in the...
And they do have a coop. We still have the coop.
Yeah, the coop,
And when we had the flock, they were, of course, getting
but Lucky, she still runs around. She thinks she's a dog.
She's
and everybody, you should get her some friends, and we almost got some chicks, and just really, I just didn't want to... man, we're taking this year off for that, man, you know, and we focus, you know. We've actually been doing a lot of traveling and stuff, and we'll just see what.
That's how we got to meet Doug.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, it's taken.
Yeah.
Well, no, we got to meet Doug because Doug flew.
Yeah. But if we were like hardcore.
Oh yeah, and I wouldn't have been able to go down and spend, you know, a day
Yeah.
or whatever down there.
And hang out with Debbie and Max.
Yeah,
So that was
exactly.
amazing.
And Debbie and Max, yep. That's just so it's been a nice summer, summer. And then we don't have to see
summer. I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Bear Paw. Yeah, man, it is. It's nice out here right now. I am really worried about next month.
Where is our wood?
Man.
Let's knock on wood.
Yeah, it's nice out here. I got a fire going in the barrel over here. Been out here since I think 6:30, man, and it's pretty dang chilly out here this morning. So,
we don't have a fire going. We did for the last 48 hours, that is not normal.
Yeah, not normal. But that guy talking about the winters, man. Every winter for us gets better, but it's tough.
The
first winter was total hell.
And the next couple winters, I had serious winter anxiety. I am talking serious.
And we've been getting some crazy snow. 2 years ago, you know, if you look on this area, 2 years ago, man, down in Weiser, you know, we talk about Weiser and McCall's our two main go-tos, man. That's
for supplies.
Yeah, we're in the hills between. That's what it was.
Roofs were collapsing.
All the way to Ontario, Oregon. That's what it was. And you know, and it's funny because people, when I built the snow snow shelter, which we call the cabin, and the roof, the one over here, man. That one I'm surprised it didn't collapse. But I had I don't know, 4 or 5 people. Oh, you didn't build that good enough to hold that snowpack and all that, dude. I've had 3 foot of snow on that roof 6 years in a row, man, and it's still standing. So, but which I'm actually going to change.
And we do shovel it.
Yeah, I do shovel it, but it has had when it gets 3 foot of snow, I get up there and shovel it. That's always fun, man. When you're on a metal roof shoveling, man, you talk about.
Well, there is a little bit of a cushion. There was.
That's it, man.
Lots of snow on the ground. Yeah.
But that's what I was getting at, and I started talking about Weezer. I do that, man. If you watch my videos, you know that. Squirrel. But so all that, man, that was devastating. The worst, man, that ever, all those risks, because what happens, we had all the snow, most snow that we've had, well, it had been the most snow they'd had since 1990 or something like that, you know, feet. We had, I think, 5 feet.
Yes.
And then it warmed up, so then it was melting, and then it rained. So then it just made it. Everything just started collapsing. Man, all the huge, you know, as big as I'm talking 5-10 acre buildings.
Ones that house onions.
Yeah, onions and all this, you know, where they drive the equipment in, you know, and they're just covers with walls and everything. But those things are just collapsing all over. I showed there, you can go back on those videos too. There's videos of those buildings.
It was devastating to the farmers.
It was insane. So the winters, I think that's what I was getting at, is the winters are, they've gotten worse, man. But,
and they're finally replacing the grocery store down there.
Yeah, right next to the Bible. It's going to be nice. New Whitleys, man. New Whitleys out there. Yeah. But anyway, so I don't know if that's what we were getting at, is for us, you know, the winters, the first one was tough. You know, the rest of them, winter's always tough. Summer, man, the 100-degree, you get up, once I get into the high 80s, man, I do not like. That's what I want to just retreat to the creek and go fishing. And then the cold temps, the snow don't bother me as much as the cold, man. The cold, yeah. But every year, and we've said this on these videos, every year has gotten better. You know, and this year it'll be better than this year. We're going to have a new wood stove in there, and I'm fixing the hump in the roof. The hump in the roof. But look at our cabin and stuff, and I got this funky transition. All that was put together so fast and with whatever I could grab, and now, you know, we're progressing enough that I'm actually going to go back and there's things I wished I'd have, you know, made it higher. I wished I'd have made it steeper. I wish, you know, wish.
We didn't. I mean, we had.
No, I did it with whatever I had.
Yeah, we were down to the weeks.
The metal got all changed out, and I actually decked the roof. At first, it was just metal that I'd found up on the mountain, out here in the fields. I've talked about this 1,000 times, but and you could see it looked like constellations in the daytime because there were so many little rust holes and bullet holes and stuff.
Catching drips.
Yeah, but it's all better now. I didn't know we were going to talk to. Is this for our new viewers?
Yeah.
New viewers. You got anything else?
No, I think that we kind of brought us up to where we're at now.
We need to do one of those intro videos, you know, where we talk about what the channel's about again sometime. So, man, we're going to get after it. Like I said, we're going to try to get out there and trim around, get some of those trees. And then, like I said, juggling. You can see back there all that stuff. I've been eBaying all morning, then I come out here, work for a while, trying to juggle it. I want to get back to the floor and get it. I've got the boards all stacked up right here. That's because I'm going to overlay it or deck it over the pallets just to beef it up. And then, yeah, then I just want to get it. Right now, I just want to get it in there, get the floor done so that I can put that stove in there. And then I'll come back and do it. So I'm going to put a roof on that because you can see Constellation. Actually, that's some of the metal that's on that came off of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Reuse, recycle,
that's it, man. With everything, man. And that's the one thing, too, if you're new to the channel, man. We live our lives 98% recycled, reclaimed. Everything that's built on this property, I mean, we make our living from recycled, reclaimed. Somebody said one time we were the king and queen of recycle. Man, I like that.
Me too.
Yep, so.
Yeah, because we love our earth and whatever we
Yeah,
can
it
do
takes
to help
exactly, man. Anything.
I'll buy my
There's
clothes
so
at the
much.
thrift store.
Yeah, I've been watching all them, which we can't do that. We ain't got enough.
The dumpster
Yeah,
diver
the
people.
dumpster. Yeah, the trash pickers, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's man, I'll talk about them on the other channel. But yeah, there's and the one guy I've been following like a farm. Oh, anyway, man, all I have to say, I don't know why I can't remember his name. I've been watching him 3 days in a row. He's got some good stuff, man. But they go out and pick the trash up out in front. You know, I can't do that. Up here, we have to haul ours to
the dump.
Yeah, to the dump.
And they don't allow us to pick the dump.
Yeah, yeah, it used to be, man. I grew up, man, up there with McCall picking the dump, man. It was great.
Yeah.
So, other than that, man, make sure you check out the links below. Man, check out our t-shirts. Need to do a new t-shirt. We want to put the Mountain Junkers. I need to talk about it on the Mountain Junkers channel, but I haven't received anybody drawing us up anything for a logo. I think we're going to have to think of something to give away or something. Or I'm just going to have to use my own brain and come up with something. I need a logo. I don't know what the logo I want to use.
But check out the eBay link below. Homestead. Squirrel! I get on him about closing the videos because he'll
did something else come? I got so much to talk about with y'all.
And then he doesn't.
Yeah. Good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
See ya!